Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Today we're talking about the Nordica Santa Ana 102. Pretty interesting conversation here with the Santa Ana 102. The whole Santa Ana collection has changed for 2025, but different models kind of change in different ways compared to the skis that they replace. So this one's interesting because it replaces the Santa Ana Free 104. That ski had more of a twin tip shape. It was like significantly more tail rocker, more splay in the tail. It truly was a twin tip freeride ski with metal in it. Now, thinking about the new Santa Ana 97, that's one step down from this in width. That ski actually has more tail rocker than the ski it replaces. So it's almost like an opposite conversation if you're talking about how they compare to the skis that they replace. So I think it's kind of important to get that out there. Now, what's going on in this Santa Ana 102? We get a wood core. It's a different source for the wood core for 2025, which is interesting. Then we get a rubberized pulse core underfoot. That's just helping to improve vibration damping. Gives it a little boost of energy too, I think. And then Santa Ana skis use terrain-specific metal. That was designed for Santa Ana skis, but what I think is really cool is that terrain-specific metal is now found in the unisex Unleashed collection as well. They're home to their twin tip models. So one sheet of metal, full width in the tips and tails, full width underfoot, and then it just kind of like gets cut into this central strip through like the fore and aft sections of the ski. So that's Nordica's way of giving it a lot of stability, power, vibration damping, all the performance benefits that come along with metal, but they are removing some mass. They're taking swing weight down by removing the amount of metal through just these kind of mid sections of the ski. They aren't particularly light. I think, like, in my opinion, the theme with Santa Ana skis is Nordica gets them as light as they can while still achieving the power, the vibration damping, all those like hard charging characteristics that we look for. This is a 167. We are 102 underfoot. We're about 1,940 grams. So not the lightest ski by any means, but you could make it heavier. So I think Nordica, like I said, they're kind of keeping it as light as they can without sacrificing performance. And then relatively stiff flex pattern in these skis. You know, they're designed to be performance-oriented freeride skis, handle speed, so you expect to see a relatively stiff flex pattern there. Excuse me. And then looking at shape, so we talked about how this ski has less tail rocker than the Santa Ana 104 Free. We don't have that ski to look at right now, but if you can kind of picture it in your head, there is considerably more splay in kind of that twin tip shape of the 104. So a little bit more power, you know, a stronger finish to the turn from this tail shape that we have in the new Santa Ana 102. Still camber underfoot, still a decent amount of tip rocker up here, and kind of the classic Nordica subtle, smooth early taper. They always put this cool graphic on their skis that this shows the widest point of the ski. This shows where the rocker starts. So you kind of get to see the relationship between rocker and side cut there on the base. Santa Ana 102, I would say, it's not drastically different than the Santa Ana 104 that it replaces, but I do think it kind of shifts further into the sort of big mountain hard charger category, or definitely the hard charger category, whether you're using it on a big mountain or not. I thought Mars' feedback on this ski was really good, really valuable feedback. She's a long-time ski industry professional, although took a break and was a little more focused on the bike industry for a while, but she's back, and it was great to get her feedback, and she really called it out for being a hard charger. Also mentioned that it was really fun to ski, very valuable to ski. I think it got like a 10 out of 10 for flotation, or at least a 9 out of 10 for flotation, and then really high stability scores as well. but then you'll see you'll see some lower scores for maneuverabilities, for forgiveness, stuff like that. I also thought it was pretty commendable that those scores didn't totally drop to like really low figures. They were still pretty impressive. And in Mars feedback, she talked about it like just blasting through crud and chopped up snow and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of the best way to think about this ski. If you're thinking about it in a soft snow application, you should be thinking about that style of skiing being more direct, more down the fall line, carrying speed, making bigger radius turns. In fact, Annie, one of our longtime testers, also commented that she thought it kind of preferred those bigger radius turns, and I do think that's true. The old ski, the Santa Ana 104, was a touch easier to break free from a turn. This one's certainly not locked into a turn. There's still plenty of rocker back here to get it to pivot and smear, but it does it moves it more into that speed, hard charging, big open terrain category. So yeah, if you're looking for a soft snow ski with like limitless stability, truly feels like it has limitless stability, I would take a long look at this Santa Ana 102. So that's it. That is the Santa Ana 102 for 2025. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we will see you out there on the slopes.